Auto-generate class object. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you for watching this video. Be sure to check out our other how-to videos from this channel. Also, subscribe and share. It will be helpful for the channel. In this tutorial, I will show you how to easily create a class object. Alright, let's open up our Access image. How about type in Access, and then we're going to open that up. We are going to create new blank table database. So let's go to C drive, Access projects folder. Here we're going to create a new folder. Let's call this create table property and quad. Yeah, I think that's appropriate. Let's call this create class object. How about create table class object. All right. This is going to be the project suggested by let's see, Lorenzo, and let's look at the comment here.
Meet Suvi.
Let's shut that guy down. So here Lorenzo is suggesting that we could create a procedure or function to create the quad operations and even the class objects. So and I think we can do that. All right, I think we can do that. So let's take his suggestion, and we're gonna see if we can do this. All right, so the first thing that comes to mind is I'm gonna create a form here. Let's add a text box. This text box will be right there. Let's call this table name. So it's going to be a table name. All right, and here we'll go ahead and say text box table name. Simple enough. We're gonna need a button to execute. All right. So let's name this guy create, and then onto the right here, give it a name cmd create. Simple enough. The next thing we want to do is to have how about a text button to I'm going to delete that label, and then call this guy text result. So this will be the result from the equation. All right. I'm going to change this to scroll bars. How about vertical? All right. That way it's going to be long. All right. So it's going to be a bunch of stuff in here. So the idea is that we're going to enter the table name here. When we click, it's going to the or function that we'll be creating shortly, and then it's going to return what needs to be done. So all we have to do is just copy this guy and paste into our new class objects without having to rewrite. All right, we'll have our code do the work for us. All right, and all we have to do is just copy and paste. All right, so let's see how we are going to do that. Let's see how we are going to do. I'm going to go ahead and copy this guy. Control S. Let's name this guy test screen as always. You should get in the habit of creating this test screen, all right? And you should always test your function and action methods with this screen before implementing a whole lot of things in there, all right? So here we are in our actually, let's go back here. So that's what we want to do. Let's go to create. Let's go to module. Click on module on the right here. All right, and name this module as data table object. And Control S. All right. So there we have data table object. All right. What we want to do here is to create a function. This first function will be let's create class object, and then we're gonna need a table name from that test screen. All right, so we'll call table name as string, and then we're gonna return this as string. We are going to need the regex set, so we are going to need a couple of things. All right, we are going to need a couple of things. We need to identify the data type. So let's look at this. Let's look at all CMS. This guy. Yeah, this guy. Module 23. I'm going to open up this guy and to show you what's in here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and close that out. If we look at the activity, for instance, there are properties here. All right. We need to mimic this. Either string, date, or number. All right. So if we look through here, there's hardly anything other than 3 data types: string, double or integer, and date. There are basically 4 data types that we have been using. If you look at them, there are 4 data types: string, date, integer, or double. That's all we've been doing. All right. Now there are other data types. Okay. So as you want to add more, that's fine. But I'm going to conform to these 4 types. Okay. I'm going to conform to these 4 types. All right. And then we want to create these guys in code. That way we don't have to keep typing every single time. All right. So we're gonna create these guys in code. We also want to create these guys in not that, my bad. Yeah, let me go up here, and we will also want to create these guys in code. All right, these save, delete, and edit. Save, delete, and get right here. All right, these 3 functions. That's what we want to do. All right, so let's see how we're gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and close that out as now that I have explained to you. All right, so 4 data types. I'm thinking out loud. We are going to need a, how about string property? String. We are going to need a, how about string variable string. Yeah, so let's do that. That's a good idea. So this will be integer variable string. Well, you know what? Let's work with one first. All right, let's work with one first. I'm going to take that out for now. We're just going to work with these two guys first, and then we'll add all the three types later. Remember, we want to do as little as possible before getting into into a jungle. Make sure our first theory, make sure our theory works before we add stuff into it. All right, this will be set new class as string, and you will see why I use this guy later on, but right now just think about this for now. All right, we're just going to work with that. So let's go ahead and set up the record set current db, open record set, and then this will be table name. All right, now let's see what else we're going to need here. Okay, we are going to need an index, a counter as integer. All right, I'm not going to worry about the on arrow the error handling. I'm just going to start coding. All right, now if you guys were to implement this into your application, you need to add the error handling. Okay, all right, let's do for int equals 0 to rs field counter -1. Oops, -1. All right, the field starts from a 0. All right, start from a 0. So if you got 10 counts in there, you need to -1 because the 1 is 0. All right, we begin from the index 0. So in here we can use the select type, thinking out loud, here field, and then the type. All right, and select, and then there are case db string is a text. There's a case db integer. I think it is text integer. Yep, you can see that the db integer db text is reformat for us when you type in little characters. All right, for example, long right here, that L is going to turn into a capital L if this type exists. All right, there it does. So we can tell by that. Now the last one we have, actually there are 4 of them. We've got long and integer is the same. So yeah, long integer is the same. It's just long integer. It means long integer. All right, so here we're gonna have date. All right, I'm gonna keep all the types closer together. How about db double? Now double is different. All right, so there. All right, so we got actually 5 types. All right, consider this one as 1. the long and the integer. They're essentially the number, just different type of numbers. Okay, one is long integer, one is just the integer. All right, now if the data type is text, the first thing we want to do here is to say private function create variable list, and then we're going to pass in the field name. Yep, pass in the field name and the type. Oops, pass in the field name as string and val type is an integer. So val is data type as int and return string. Oh, comma, my bad. Sorry. All right. And here we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to copy this select because we want to identify the select. We don't want them all to be on the same line. All right. So here. So if it's a string or if it's a text, we want to say, actually we don't need to do this. The list is fine. Yeah, I guess we can do right here. If it's a list, you know what? Let me do this. We're going to define this guy as I'm going to copy this guy equals private, and then here we can say if it's a text, we're going to say it's a string. Actually, we do that. Yep, like so. And then we're going to pass in the field name. So the string will have an S in front of the field name. All right, name, and we're gonna add a comma with a space. That's it. That's all we need. That is all we need for now. All right. That is all we need for now. Now let's return this guy. What did I do wrong, mister? Oh, thank you. So we need to say equals. My bad. I'm gonna set this guy now. Equals string variable. That's it. All right. So let's take a look at how this guy is formed. Hold on. Let's add as string at the end. All right. So let's see how this guy sits right now. Well, we don't have any table in here. I'm going to import one of the tables in our application. All right. Let's see. Let's go to C drive, access, and yeah, I'm just going to go into one of these guys. Open that guy up. Okay. Continue. And then yeah, this is table. So we are interested. Let's see which one has different types, huh? How about order? It's got date too. Yes, let's get that guy. As a matter of fact, let's get that guy, and that guy. Those two guys. All right. So here we got a table. All right, we are going to see. Let's take a look at the activity first. Let's go back inside this code. So we want to say if not is null me table name, then me result equals that a table object, oops, create, and we need a table name, me table name. That's it. All right, so let's see what it's going to list. And also we want to set result equals empty. That way it gets a new one every time we test. All right, let's see what it looks like. Okay, let's see what it looks like. We are going to look at the activity for now. Didn't do a thing here. All right, let's see. Let's see why it's not doing anything here. Field type. Well, let's see. Yeah, let's go in there. Let's see what's going on here. Let's do that. So we know it's 10. 10 is a text. And we know that's a private. And now this first name is activity ID. Alright, so I'm going to copy this guy, paste it there, and paste it there. Oh, I think I think I typed in the wrong name. I just noticed. See there, string variable. So it should be SS. Alright, it should be SS string here. That's the reason why. Okay, I just noticed that one. So yeah, I think this is right. It just again, I love make a typo. All right, so there you go. See, now look at this. What's going on here? You cannot have that comma before a string. That's no. All right, that is no. So this is good. This is good. So what we want to do here then, before we say a string, we want to remove this guy, this last bit. All right, so to do that, all we have to do is do mid. All right, and we are going to start counting the first character and until string variable, and I'm going to miss it again if I don't add another s in there. Variable minus, let's see how many. I'm gonna put there. I'm gonna put 1 for now. There actually, look at this, 1 right there, 1 2. There are actually 2 characters in here. All right, in this bit right here. So there is a 1 space on the comma, another space on the space. That sounds right. Space on the space. So you actually minus 2 spaces there. All right, so let's see how that looks. There you go. So that comma is gone. That's what we want to do. All right, so anytime we find the string, that's exactly what we want to do. All right, now let's work on the second one. All right, work on the second one. So the second one is real simple. I'll do the same. I'll copy this guy. All right, and I'm going to do that, except I'm going to add integer variable as string, and then I'm going to copy, replace this guy, all right, and change this guy to an I. And here I'm going to add BB. Let's put a ampersand sign in there before we say, hey, what are you doing? So we're going to do that. Create class object equals create class object and that guy. All right. And likewise, we need to remove that last bit. Okay. So we're gonna do mid beginning from 1 length minus 2, and let's get in that inside that guy and paste it in there. And as integer, add a line for the next one. All right, for the next one, and then we'll go ahead and add the other one, s double variable as string, and I'm going to copy this guy. Yeah, this is once you done one, it's just repetitive. Just make sure you replace your variable correctly. All right, so that will be that. And here I am going to copy this guy, go to the end there, which kind of tag this guy in there. This will be double, copy, place, replace as double. All right. Now, if you want to, if you can do a capital D there, and that's fine, or just a small. All right. But when you paste in the code, it will change that for you. So you can just do that. All right. But if you want to get technical, and that's what you want to do, capital D. All right. I'm not going to get too technical, because I know the code will do things for me too. All right. Now we're going to add the date. S date variable as string. And so I'm going to copy this guy, put it in there. Ooh, my bad. I think we there. Want to copy this guy. Let's try that again. Copy. There. Now we're gonna replace that with the date. That's it. That's all we have to do there. So we've got string, integer, or let's try to replace. We got a string, number, and date. All right. So I'm going to copy this guy again. It's it's not that bad. All right. So now I'm gonna do the same thing with this guy, like so, and change it to date. All right. Well, let's see how now let's see all stuff. Okay, what is going on? So we don't have double variable. We do have. So that means we are encountering error here. So we can say this. Yeah, we can say this. If, because you want to validate. If not, is, hold on, hold your horses. So we got something that's not right here, and I know why. We don't have a long, we don't have a double variable in the in the field or in the yeah, type. We don't have variable typed fields in our table. That's what I was trying to say. So let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. If mid string variable beginning from 1, and then I'm gonna do that for now, not equal to 0, then thank you. Forgot it says I forgot something in here, and you know what I forgot? Close parentheses. Oh no. Why is that? Oh, I know why. It added the single quote or double quote for me. All right. So what I need to do here, you see how I put a 0 there? This will be the number of fields for these guys. All right. So we're gonna do that. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now we're gonna just put 8. So what we want to do here, we are going to skip these names right here. We want something behind this guy. All right. If nothing is behind this guy, it will be 0 or empty. But if there is something behind there, we want to add this guy in there. All right. And now I'm going to copy this guy. And then let's see, we got string variable. You know what, I'm gonna copy, I'm gonna move, yeah, I'm gonna copy this guy to different place. Let's put that guy for there. So now we got string variable. Yeah, these two, I'm gonna move that out of the way for now. We're gonna need that later as I'm thinking, but you'll see why. Yeah, I'm gonna put all these variables together. So we got string, we got integer, so we're gonna put integer here. Double, oops, my bad. Copy, double, date, copy, paste. See there? And now I'm going to do the same thing right here. You see, copy, like so. And this one would be integer variable. But before I do, I just go ahead and copy all of these guys in here and then just do one replace. Alright, so now I'm going to do this guy. I'm going to just come over here and copy this guy. That way I don't need to be copying the wrong one. This is a double, copy. You see there? And then copy and date. And I think that will fix all issues. Let's change this guy. This will be double D. This will be a date D. Alright. But we are missing a double. And yeah, there you go. -8. And then we just go back and fill it in. Okay. I'll go ahead and fill it in then. There. Alright. So we want to begin from 8 characters minus 8 characters right here. Those are numbers. So I'm going to copy that. Yeah, sometimes sometimes you're going to have to, see the error before you can fix the error. But if you see the error and you don't know how to fix an error, you're not a good programmer. All right, you would be a newbie. I'm gonna put that there. I forgot to copy this guy. Now minus 8 there. So now if I test this guy right here, I should see nothing. All right, copy. Yeah, let's take a look at it again. If I look at that, I should have that guy like so. Control S. So I should have this guy in front and nothing behind because I say begin reading your characters from here. All right. So let's take a look. As expected, you see there, nothing behind. That's what we want. There you go. Say that board doesn't show up. That's what you want to do. All right. So we got an I here. Oh, that's fine. And we got an S. We got a D. Good. That's it. So we got first one out of the way. That's good. All right. Now let's do this second set of stuff. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this guy. Now this is where I was going to do create variable list. No, let's say create how about create field property. That's what I wanted to do. All right, field property. So now in this one it's pretty simple as well. I'm just going to copy this guy and say equals. The first one will be public property let, and then the name, yep, and then the name, field name, and we want to say value as string, and then we're gonna add character line. Now I'm gonna copy this guy. Equals. I'm gonna indent this guy. This is how you indent. You say a space, 5 space, just the indentation. Now I want to say S field name equals value, and then VB CRLF, and then we'll do it again. As a matter of fact, we'll undo that for now because let's see. Yeah, because we want to add the previous items. So we want to add this guy to this guy to the next line. All right, so don't forget that. Now we can say in property. Oh, we're not ending yet. We got, oh yeah, we're done with that one. Okay, got you. We're done with that one. Now, so I'm having to think what the property setup looks like. All right. I keep forgetting to add this guy in here. I think that's how that looks, right? And then we want to say this guy equals this guy with public property get. Remember, you don't have to do capitalize here, all right? It's just going to do it for you too, all right? But yeah, yeah. So get here will be the SVO name. SVO name equals S field name. No, my bad. My bad. This will be that guy as string equals that guy space. I'm thinking out loud as I go, and my mind is looking at the code how it should form. If you know what I mean. S field name equals S yeah, field name. And don't forget, this is a new line. VBCRLF, same here. VBCRLF, and then last but not least, last one. All right, we're just going to add in property. So that's a let property, and this is the get property. That looks right. That looks right. What do you think? What do you think? So now in here, case, yeah, I'm gonna drop it down now. Now that I have this guy, so here, you see my string property here, and that's where I was. Now I'm just gonna move that guy down here, and then let's take a look at it. This guy will be equal. Thinking out loud, yep, that guy plus create field property, and then we're gonna send in the fields name, field type, type. All right, now before we end, go to the end of this guy, go to the end of that guy. Let's see, we'll say if, same thing here, we'll want to make sure that the if string, if s string property not then create class object equals create class object and string property. That's it. I think that's it. Let's take a look and see what it returns. Something. It's not right. Oh, duh. We made a copy of that guy. There. Yeah, you can go ahead and reset. Alright, let's try that again. Look at that. So what do we have here? Oh, we got false. In property false. Huh. Okay, let's see what's going on there. Well, let's see why it's comment that out. What caused it? So that's correct right there. We know that's correct. Let's undo this guy. We're gonna do undo one at a time. Let's see what's going on here. So that's good. S activity equals, that's good. Let's undo this guy. What's going on? That's good. That's what we want. Let's undo the next one. So this is what you would do. You would say, okay, what's going on? I don't understand what you're trying, what you're giving me, because I am doing what I think I know right, all right? And you are telling me that something's not right. So that's good. Undo that. Oh, something's in that one right there. We found it. What's going on? See? Oh, got you. Ah, right there. Okay. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Shoo-wee. Well, that took us line by line to see it. That equals right there is wrong place. All right, we should have done this like so, and that like that, or like that. Oops, my bad. That's how it should work. All right. So that's the reason why. All right, I'm gonna take that out now that I know. Control S, and we'll go ahead and undo all these comments. Glad we have tools to debug. That's how that works. You see there? That's how that works. All right, let's get back to our code. So back to this screen right here. Now we can say create class object. Take that booger out. Make this guy a private. Alright. Let's see what it looks like. And that looks right. You know what? That looks right. Maybe we need to add a line, another space right there. Yeah, let's add a space right there. That would be a variable, and right here, let's add another line. There you go. We add another line. So how you see how we are going to do this? We're just going to keep doing this until we get to the end of this guy. It's going to take some time. All right. Remember, this is code. Okay. Once you have this done, then all you have to do is just come and say, hey, do this for me. Bing, you got it. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is the tedious part of doing things. All right, this is tedious part of doing things. Now you got that going. We are just going to copy um, this guy. Look at how easy it is. Copy that guy, put in there, and instead of saying string right here, you say integer, and then right here, integer. You see there? And similarly, you're going to go right there and say double. That's all you have to do. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I know? As date. See there? Date, and that's it. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. And now you can just and now you are going to, I'm going to make copy, 2 more copies of this guy. Right, so 1 more. And change this string to integer. Double. Date. And now I'm just going to do this now again. Push this guy down so we can add the second line. So I'm going to copy this guy, you see, like so. I'll go ahead and do this, guys. Oops, same way. Come up here, copy that integer, 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 and then double, copy, double, double, and then date, copy, date, date. And here we can say so we've got that. We need the property for this guy, so I'm going to copy this guy, make 3 more, like so, and copy that guy. See what I'm doing here? So yeah, this is just tedious. Obviously, if you code by yourself, you wouldn't be talking like this. Well, I am coding by myself. I'm just trying to see if you can hear what I'm thinking. Alright, well, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's see what else we have in there. Alright, bam. We've got string. What else do we have in there? We got integer. You see there? We got integer. Okay. We got integer. We got date. Look at that. Good. We're almost done, mister. We're almost done. Alright? So now it's starting to look right. You see there? Now it's starting to look right. So what else we need? We need the set new. Remember this guy right here? So now, what we want to do is this set new right here, copy that. So set new will always look like this, equals set new, and well, you know what, that set new shouldn't be in there. Let's take that out. So the set new should be for every field that we look at, we want the set new to equal to set new, and then the field dot name equals empty, like so. That's how you say equals empty. And then add the new line CB VB, like so. Look at that. That's nice and easy. All right, and that's all you have to do. All right, that's all you have to do now. And at the end here, we want to have another one, say function. How about finalize set new, and how about text as string, and then the finalize set new equals, this would be private sub. Yeah, you know what, you don't have to do that capital. All right, so it just want to show you just like that's fine. And this one capitalize. Oops, initialize, like so. And then new line VB CRF, and then finalize equals finalize. Yep, and text and new line VB. Thinking out loud, can you hear what I'm thinking? And then now we want to close it. We want to close it. We say yeah, in sub. Don't know why I had to think that hard to get that last bit. So that's how we finalize it. We just add the top and the bottom. That's it. This right here though, I want to say space. We want to indent this guy, like so. Oops, sorry. What happened to my there? That's all we need. All right. Now at the end, we'll say we don't have to test on this one. We just set it. All right. Copy, because we know there's something in there. We know there's something in there. So all we have to do is just do this equals. Oh yeah. You see what I'm seeing? Set new class. See this right here? Something's not right there. Take that out. So hold on. Oh, we're missing one here. That's why. There you go. All right. Well, I think that looks good. What do you think? Well, let's take a look. Let's see what's going on here. So we got all that. Now look at, we're interested in the very last piece here. Oh, what happened? Where's all stuff? Hold on. Oh, we forgot to finalize. So when we're done there, mister, we're done there. We'll say equals. We forgot finalize. Finalize set new. Like so. Alright. That's all. Alright, let's take a look. Say we forgot to finalize. That looks pretty good right there. Now all we have to do is right here is just modify this in bits here, alright? So I'm going to show you how to do that. We're almost done, by the way, for this part. And then we'll do the CRUD operation next screen, next video. Alright, so right here. So if it's integer, we don't say no, that's fine. Hold on. Oh, we're gonna have, okay, got you. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have, we are going to need another function. Alright. Function. This function is called set new property. Field name as string, as data type, as integer, as string. Let's add the bow. All right. So what needs to happen here? We can't just set the data type date to string type. All right. We would get in trouble right there. But what we could do, I'm going to copy this guy. We could say set new property. You see there? OS field index name RS field type close. And then when we come in here, you know what, I'm gonna put this guy right there for now. We are going to need this select statement. So I'm gonna say, let me borrow you for a minute, and let's put that guy in there. So now I'm going to copy this guy that I put in there temporarily. Copy. So here we can say oops. Oh yeah, that's fine. So here we can say set new property equals, and this would be as field name. Alright, I'll go ahead and make another copy of that guy, since that's more like the way we want. Like so. Now we're going to come in here. If it's an integer, we want it to equal to 0. If it's double, we also want it to equal to 0. If it's date, we'll want to say I'm thinking out loud. Wonder if that works like that, and then double quote in there, like so. You see how I did that one? If it's a date. And now, let me see. Yeah, that looks right. That looks right because we got this guy being that guy, field name being that guy. Okay, that looks right. All right, let's take a look. Okay, it says what's going on here. Object required. Oh, so that's what we need. Forgot that we need that one. Okay, all right. So we got data type. I was looking at the wrong one earlier. There you go. All right, we're interested on the way down here. There you go. So there. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Let's add a line there. Let's add a line there. So we're gonna add a line right here. BBCRLS. There. So we should have a line right above it. So that's good. That's how you do it. All right. So now we are going to quickly do this. All right. Check this out. Check this out. I'm going to come in here. Select this guy right here. All the way to the top there. Copy. This is what I was referring to. Once we have that code doing things for us, we can say enter, right click there and say create class. This is being activity. We just type in activity. Save. Done. You see that? And then we can do the same for, let's do this one for customer. Customer. Come in here. See, we just create one. Copy. Come in here. We add another one. See how easy that would be now? And name this class customer. Control S. Save customer. And remember that one you put in your clipboard? Bam. You're done. Control S. You see that? So now you don't have to do anything. For example, you just close this guy and say, hey, I want to create a class object for order now. All right. Come in here, type in order for that table. You're done right there, mister. You just did it. Come in here, Control C, go in your code, and you say class order, Control S. Oh, what the heck? Well, let's paste one in here, and then Control S. There you go. We are done. You see how easy that would be? And now see how all that, and we don't have to type this. We don't have to type this. Wouldn't that be nice if you don't have to type, you know? All bunch of these, all right? And that's all done by, how many functions? We got 1, 2, 3, and the quick class object. 4 functions. It's all done with 4 functions in here. That is pretty nifty. What do you think? And I thank you for suggestion, as always. All right. So the next video we are going to do the CRUD for this guy. All right. We are going to do the CRUD for this guy. So what will happen here? I'm thinking out loud before we close out. We have another text box on this side. This would be the property, and this would be the CRUD operations. So before we close, let's do this. Before we close, just so that you understand what I'm trying to say, I guess. Here, I am going to think that looks good right there. There, and I'm going to copy that, paste, push this guy up here. Like so. And then let's add a label here. Call this guy class object. And then I'm going to copy, well, let's short that guy up there, right there. And I'm going to copy that guy, paste, move him over here. And we're going to call this CRUD object. Make that guy a little wider. And when I'll close that out. So when you say, hey, create this create, it will list the class object for you, and it will also list the CRUD, CRUD, not CRUD, but CRUD object for you here, or CRUD functions. All right. So that's what we'll do in the next video. But this one, very good. That's all. Happy programming. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, like, share, and hit that bell. And also comment below, and if you need help, inbox me. Thanks again.